let's say for this effect, I hand the deck over to the spectator, and they can give the deck a shuffle. After they're done shuffling the deck, they can go through and take out any 2 helper cards they would like. So let's say, just for tutorial purposes, the spectator takes out the 2 red kings, but it can really be any 2 helpers. So, after the 2 helper cards have been taken out, the spectator can shuffle the deck one more time. After they're done shuffling the deck, they can take out any card they would like. Let's say this one. Now, I don't want to see the card, but I will let you see it. So here's your selection. Go ahead and remember it. So I can take the card back, and we can go ahead and really lose it somewhere into the deck, just like this. And we can also give the deck a few cuts as well. But before I do that, I can show you that all of the cards are face down. And we can actually give these a couple of cuts. So now we're going to use the helper card. But first, I just want to show you that your card isn't anywhere near the top. And your card shouldn't be anywhere near the bottom. So, we're going to take these 2 helper cards and leaving them together face up. The spectator is going to place them somewhere into the deck. Let's say right here. And we can push it in. All I have to do is give the deck one dribble. And if we go through here and we look, we're going to see that the 2 kings are actually right here. And if we square it up, snap our fingers, there's one card only, and one card in between the 2 red kings, and I hope that this is your selection. So, that is the effect. If you would like to learn how to do this, make sure to stick around for the tutorial. So, this is actually a really easy effect, so that's why I'm actually going to teach it in this video. Now, I don't know if this is an original or not, but I did put this together when playing around. So here's what you're going to do. In case you're wondering about the deck really quick, these are the blue Victor back cards. I do have a deck review on these, so I will leave that down below for you. So, starting off the effect, the deck can be shuffled. It doesn't matter. And you're going to have 2 helper cards. Now, these can be any 2 helper cards you choose or the spectator. It really doesn't matter. Once you have those, you're going to leave them off to the side. After that, you're going to have a card selected. And depending on how you do the call, that is where you're going to put the card. So usually when doing the call, I load it forth from the top. Now lately I've been playing around with the call, and I've discovered that also having it in the 5th position helps as well. But you can have it wherever you feel comfortable for the call. So here's what I did. We had a card selected, let's say the 2 of clubs. Any control you want to get it in the 4th or 5th position, okay? So I did a series of moves, and I will leave links for those moves down below in the description if you would like a more in detail or actually more in-depth tutorial. But here it is really quick with the card face up. The first thing I did was the overhand shuffle. So I put the card on top and I took off about half the deck. I just put 2 cards right on top of it. I in-jogged this 3rd card and then I shuffled. So now all I'm going to do is lift up at this break and I can push in, therefore making a bigger break. So I can shuffle this whole break right off like this. And when I don't have a break anymore, I can throw the packet on top, therefore put in the card third from the top. Let me go over that one more time for you. So it's like this. I'm just gonna take off 2 cards, and this is all in the action of shuffling. I'm gonna in-jog this third card. I'm gonna shuffle these, cover up that break. You don't want them to see it. Now I'm gonna push up and in at the break. So now I have this break, and I'm just gonna shuffle this break off like this. So now when I don't have that break card anymore, I can throw the rest of the deck on top, therefore put in the card third from the top. And now to actually get in the 5th position, all I did was I added 2 more cards on top of it, meaning 4 cards will be on top, 4 plus 1, which is their card, that will be 5. So all I did now was I just spread through the deck like this, and keep in mind the card will be face down, so you can really spread through like this. And I just showed all the cards were face up, and they could have had any one. I just went to the bottom and I got the bottom 2 cards. My middle finger is on this third card right here. So when I lift up, I can put my pinky in and I can square up the deck. So now I'm just going to go ahead and from this pinky break, I'm going to move into thumb break. My thumb is at the back holding that break. My middle and ring are on top. Now my pinky could be there, but my index is just going to break off about half, swing it over. I'm going to line up these 2 break cards with the deck just like this. And now I can either let go with my thumb or put my pinky in. I like to do both. And now I'm just going to cut this half. And that will get the card 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So if we move these to the bottom, you can spread through and show these are all different. They could have had any 2. I'm going to catch a break above those bottom 2 cards. I'm going to swing cut, line up the break. Okay, so now I have another break. And now I can cut these. And that will get the card 5th from the top. Now, down below in the description, I am going to leave a tutorial for the overhand shuffle, the false overhand shuffle, which is what I used, and then the swing cut. So let me show you this in real time, what it might look like. So we have a card right here, let's say the 2, and we can go ahead and get this lost into the deck, just like this. And I'm also going to show you here that all of the cards are face down, so there's no way I should be able to find your card. And now the card is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, the 2 of clubs. One more thing you could do, actually, which I will leave a link down below as well, is once you actually catch this break on the bottom 2 cards and you swing cut over, you could do a double undercut, which is actually using your pinky to take half of the bottom cards, put those on top, but keep the break. And then you can either take the rest of the cards or you can cut in half again. But once you cut from that break, now you have the card 5th from the top. I'll leave a link for the double undercut in case you would like to learn that. But now you're all set. And something I like to do for a good convincer is I like to show the spectator that their card isn't anywhere near the top. And I'm going to go the top 4 cards. You could go 1, 2, or 3, but I like to go 4 because their card is in the 5th position. So I like to show as many cards as I can just so they're extra convinced. And then from the bottom, I like to keep consistency. So I show the bottom 4 cards. So I push off 1, 2, 3, and then I leave that 4th. I don't peel it off because that will show the 5th. And plus he didn't show the 5th from the top. So once again, I like consistency. But now you're all set. So you're going to take the 2 helper cards and you explain that they're going to go somewhere into the deck together face up. And it's really good if the spectator looks at these and they see that there's nothing in between the two kings or the two helpers, because it's really gonna sell the illusion. So they can pick these up, and I like it if they place them somewhere near the middle of the deck. Of course, they don't have to, but I think it helps with the call better. So let's say they place it here, and all I'm going to do is push it in, and now I'm all set. I'm going to do the call. So I say, okay, let's see how well you did here. So I'm going to push over the 5 cards. I'm going to put my thumb on this 4th card, my 3 fingers on this 5th. I'm going to pull back this 5th, hear it pop off, and now I can start spreading for the call. I will leave a link down below for the call as well, if you would like to learn that. But you're going to spread, and you're going to be careful when you get near the middle, because now all you're going to do here is you're going to push off the 1 king, okay, and you're going to load this card behind it. So something I like to do here is I push off the 2 kings like this, keeping in mind that their selection is right behind this 1 king, and I can show. As you can see right now, there's nothing in between the 2 kings, but all I have to do is the secret move. And the secret move is just squaring up everything. And just like this, that gets the card in between there, okay? And that is all you are going to do. So let's grab this 2. So I push off and I say, okay, let's see where you put the 2 kings. I did the call, and right here, I'm just going to push this 1 king over and now separate my hands. So it looks like the king is on the bottom of this right hand spread, and the other king is on top of the left hand spread. But you know the selection is behind it. So now all you have to do is just square up everything. You can do any secret move you want. I snap my fingers, and just like that, there's 1 card and 1 card only in between the 2 red kings, and it is the 2 of clubs. So, that is the effect for today. I hope you really enjoyed that. Now, I will go over that real quick one more time, but I'm not going to go over any of the moves. But those will be linked down below for you. So you're going to have any 2 helper cards. Now you can produce these if you would like, but I just take them out. So you're going to get a card selected, let's say this one, the 3 of clubs. And what you're going to do with the 3 is depending on how you do the call, you're going to put it in that position up from the top. So since I do the call from the 5th card, I'm going to put 4 cards right on top of the card, meaning from the top of the deck we have 1, 2, 3, 4, and the 5th card is theirs. Once again, you can feel free to rewind and watch the performance to see how I did it, or rewatch the tutorials I did earlier, but those will be down below in the description. But feel free to put in the 5th position any way you like. But we're going to take these 2 helpers, keep them squared up, and I'm going to put them, or the spectator can, about halfway down together. And now you're going to say, here, let's see how well we did. So you're going to spread over, and once you get to that 5th card, you're just going to call it as you start spreading. And once you reach the 2 kings, push this top king over like this to the bottom of the upper half, meaning their selection is right behind it. You can show the other king now, and they can obviously see there's nothing between the 2 kings, but you can say, watch, all I have to do is the secret move. You're just going to put these together, which means that card is going to be loaded. You can set it down and do whatever you want. Snap your fingers, and now there's 1 card and 1 card only in between the 2 red kings, and it is the 3 of clubs. So, let me know down below in the description if you have ever seen this trick anywhere. If you have, please let me know where, so I can give proper credit where it's due. But if I don't get any responses back, I'm just gonna say that this is an original for now. That's why I'm gonna title this a video, something along the lines of, "Is this an original sandwich trick?" So if you do know the credit, whether it's a video, a book, whatever, please leave that down below so I can update the description of this video. That's gonna do it from me. If you're new here, don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe. I will see you guys next time with a new video. Bye.